Welcome to the Local 724 podcast. In 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up? It's been almost 3 weeks since we've had a podcast here. It's crazy. It took a little longer to get this the home studio up and rolling, but we're here. We're doing it. It's pretty awesome. But I can't wait to get back to the actual podcast studio and do these things face to face. But we got to do what we do to be responsible community members and follow that stay-at-home order. But today, in the virtual studio, we've got my good buddy, Evan Dinsmore. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Thank you. How are you?
Doing good. Just, I'm over here, like, running the board like a professional radio guy. I'm, like, running a camera. I'm running the board. Doing all this stuff. It's crazy.
You're like Howard Stern.
Right. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, they shut the whole building down that your podcast studio is in.
Yeah. So, I think that there is...
I didn't really talk to you about that.
Yeah, there's an accountant office in there, and maybe a lawyer's office or something like that. And I went to go get the equipment to bring home to set up in the home studio, and the door was locked, and I was like, holy shit, how am I going to get my equipment? And there was a little note on the door that said, if you need to drop off paperwork or something, give us a call. So I called that office, and I asked the lady to come down and let me in. And then I went upstairs into my office and grabbed my stuff and came home and set it all up. But, yeah, the place is locked down.
We were talking before, like, did you literally bring everything home except the table?
No, I brought like one mic, and then the board itself, and then like some cables and all kinds of like silly stuff that I had at the studio for cleaning because I wanted to bring it home so I could use them around my house. Like I had a couple things of Clorox wipes and all that stuff, and I was like, oh shit, can't find that at the store anymore. So brought those home so we can use them now.
How's your toilet paper situation holding up at your house?
We're toilet paper on fleek over here. I found some
two
Charmin.
Squares. You guys get 2 squares. That's it.
I found some Charmin the other day, and I literally was thinking, like, yo, I could probably trade this for, like, a fucking Lambo.
That's good stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Like, I do, with the lockdown and everything like that, I still do, like, go to the store to get, like, essential stuff. Because most of the home delivery things are like weeks out, But
yeah.
Are you guys going to the store or like every once in a while? Or are you guys getting home deliveries or what's up?
We're going to the store as little as possible. Luckily, we were kind of already used to it though. I mean, we were getting our groceries delivered from Aldi or Giant Eagle or whatever, like having them delivered to the house. So, I mean, and we use this site called Grove, and they're like a bunch of cleaning supplies and toilet paper, paper towel, stuff like that. So we were ordering that stuff anyway. We had a pretty decent bit of it. So we still haven't had to get, like, anything.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, we're pretty stocked up on that. And I think that'd be one site to maybe check out. It's Grove. They have a ton of stuff. But like you said, I mean, everywhere's out of everything or they're back ordered.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's where we get our stuff from. I haven't tried ordering anything yet, because we have a decent bit. So,
yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully by the time we need something, things start to get back to normal. Dude, that's what's crazy is like before, they were saying like 2 weeks, and like I think it was yesterday, they finally just said, like, listen, we've been saying, like, 2 weeks, but for now, it's just indefinitely. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, because I was chomping at the bit, man. I was ready to get back to work, like, and I guess I guess that made me feel, like, a little better, like, in my head, like, just saying indefinitely, like, finally saying that.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're saying, oh, you'll be back to work, 2 Mondays from now. And then another, then you're waiting for that Monday to come and you start making appointments. I mean, I started to make, I filled up my schedule, for the day that I was supposed to be back. And those people called me. They're like, "Are we still on?" And I was like, "Is it right now?" Yeah, And then literally that day, they said they extended it. So like, I don't know, man. It's been crazy. Like, most people were really understanding. Like, obviously, like, what was weird was like in the beginning stages of this, because there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, come on, you're not buying into that hype, right?"
Yeah.
And then like the next day they were like, "Pray for us all."
Right. Yeah. Dude, it's nuts, man.
Go ahead. Good.
I was just going to say, like, I agree. Like, I see people that, in the beginning of this, I was one of those people. I was kind of like making fun of the
Me
whole
too.
like toilet paper situation, which I still make fun of the toilet paper situation because, like, dude, you are allowed to go to the store and you are allowed to get essential things. And, I was just at the grocery store this morning to pick up some stuff for the rest of the week. And I just like took a stroll past to grab some paper towels, and I looked down the toilet paper aisle, and it was empty, barren. There's nothing there. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. People are still buying toilet paper, but they're here buying groceries. I don't get it. Like, stock up on the toilet paper bit. And like I said, so I was like kind of like, making fun of that and everything. But then like once it started to get more serious, then I started taking it way more serious. I'm very, very team serious about the stay-at-home order and all of that. And I'm really glad to see most of my friends are just as serious. So
yeah, I mean, dude, I think most people kind of make fun of it. It's easy to, or not even make fun, but just take it lightly. I mean, it's easy when there's a problem on literally the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're like, "Oh, that sucks. What's going on over there?" And then it moves a little closer. Then it's in Italy, and you're like, it's still way across the pond. That's terrible. But then when it comes close to you, it's like, oh shit! Like,
yeah,
this is here now. It's all of a sudden all that now you're getting a little taste of what that's like over there.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
and we're fortunate enough that we can still get groceries, and
yeah, that's the big thing. Like that is, I try to give myself a decent reality check on a daily basis, and I'm just like, at least we're really, because I'm watching people lose their fucking minds on Facebook. There's certain people I'm not going to call out that are losing their fucking minds on Facebook, and they are like, why can't we do this? There's other countries that are not taking this seriously, and they're not letting it ruin their lives. So why do we have to let ours? And then there's people that are like, the last thing you want to do is bring the National Guard here. I'm armed to the teeth and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, shut up. You're literally like putting threats out there in public, like, and you're making yourself look fucking crazy. So it's just like everyone needs to stop their bitching.
I try to just play devil's advocate on the whole thing. Like, so I definitely see your point, but then, I try to just remind myself that I don't know how other people feel. We always tell our kids, we're like, everybody has different feelings. So like, so I try to just remind myself of that, there's some people that, and when bad things like this happen, it goes political, like, immediately.
Yeah, it's so weird, man.
And I just don't want to choose a side. I don't agree with this, but I agree with that. And then this person's scared to death, but they're also, I think people that don't have any money, like no money coming in, like at all, or didn't have any say. Because, I mean, for God's sake, man, the whole, like, some crazy amount, like 80% of the U.S., lives paycheck to paycheck. So whenever you take away money and the way that the means to get it, it scares a lot of people, you know what I mean? It scares them to death. So, like, things they wouldn't normally say, they start saying. Like, I have $1 million guns, or this is bullshit. It's this person's problem. It's your fault. Why should this person can go out. Why can't I go out? Or, there's all these different angles that you can look at it.
Yeah.
But I try to, like, I'm just trying to do my best to not really judge or, I don't know. So don't get me wrong, man. Like, there's shit that irritates me there. I don't see their viewpoint, but then I just try to see it. And I think, like, we'll be better off if we do that, because there's a lot of people I see, like back to like what you're saying. I see people online that are like saying like, oh, this isn't such a big deal. Just stay in your house,
Right.
And those people have some sort of income coming in, whether they work from home or, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's like a perfect example. Like they're saying, they're calling one type of people an idiot for doing such things, but they're not in that boat. And then another group of people is in a different boat, and they're calling all these other people idiots. Like, it's like everyone, like the guy that can work from home is telling people just stay at home.
Right,
and
yeah.
which, I mean, I can't. No, I mean, like, I can't work from home. And
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, so yeah, there's times where I want to get angry, but I'm just trying to. I made a post that I think it was yesterday, but like just trying to stay positive and think on the bright side. Like I just had a new baby girl, and
Yeah.
I get to be home with her, and you get to be home with your family.
Yeah.
I'm sure my wife is wishing I could go back to work some days.
No doubt. Oh my God.
Did you see that video of those old people where they're like an older couple, and they're like, all right, Mom and Dad, we can either quarantine you guys together or B, and the grandma's like, B, I want option B. Can I take B? Like,
yeah,
but
dude.
yeah, I mean,
it is
don't
crazy.
You feel like your emotions go up and down?
Oh my God, yeah, every day. It's weird because I get worried because my wife Jess, she is essential. She has an essential job, so she has to go to work every day, and that's kind of scary because like you see the numbers kind of going up, and then you just kind of get worried about like I don't want my wife to get sick. I'm pretty sure that the last time you and I and Brian were on the podcast, I'm almost 100% sure that I've already had this. And
dude, I was thinking the same thing, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like they say it's been around for like a while, like, and
that's why I'm thinking that I've already had it.
We were both dead. Like,
yeah. I don't know how Brian didn't get sick.
I know, that's so crazy because we were all in the room. But you and I, like when we described what we were feeling, like it was exactly the same symptoms.
Yeah.
And I mean, it definitely sounded like the description of coronavirus.
It really did.
But
yeah, I mean, like my wife, Jess works with nurses and stuff, so she was like telling all of them like what my symptoms were, and
I mean, honestly, like you don't know though, man. It probably was just the flu, but that's what I mean. Like your mind plays tricks on you. Like every day, I'm like, my chest hurts. Oh God, I've got it. But like, really, I'm just having a panic attack.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that definitely happens. I went to go grab some coffee the other day at the drive-thru, and like while I was on my way there, I started thinking like I was just listening to the radio, and I heard some guy say like something about starting to cough, and his throat started to get like itchy, and then like all of a sudden my throat started to get itchy, and I'm like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah.
And I just got like super upset
thinking about it.
Yeah. Dude, it's nuts. And it's just like I think that I get the most irritated, I think, whenever it's like you hear like the medical professionals and stuff who are really out there like on the front lines taking care of people who are sick and doing battle with this this virus that we've got. And then you've got like the other people that are just like, oh, it's no big deal. If you just like spit shine your hands once a day, you should be fine. And it's like, no, I'm going to listen to this guy over here because he knows what the fuck he's talking about. So it's just like, that's where most of my anger lies. But yeah, it's a good point, man.
On the extreme ends.
Yeah.
Like on the extreme ends, yeah, you shouldn't be having a house party and not
going to
caring
church.
At all. Like, yeah, I know. It's like, I'm
boy.
just trying, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause you'll drive yourself nuts, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll literally drive yourself crazy. And dude, like, my emotions are, like, one day, I'll go a whole day being totally fine, laughing, carrying on, like, you know, making fun of stuff. And then, like, the next minute, I'm taking a cold shower and crying.
Yeah, dude,
like
it's wild, man. It's definitely different. And what I'm so surprised about is the fact that, like, the world literally changed in, like, 4 days. It just literally took 4 days from, like, everyone's being normal to now we live in this world. And it's, like, absolutely bonkers. It's super crazy.
I go through, because I'm a conspiracy theory kind of guy anyway. Like, you know, they're
guilty
fun,
as charged.
You know what I mean? Like, and, like, I have, like, fought myself tooth and nail to not go down that rabbit hole. Like, because I don't think this one's a conspiracy theory at all. I'm just saying,
I don't think so.
You can drive yourself, you know, crazy and be like, well, maybe it was government, but
yeah,
like, dude, the NBA shut down, the MLB, the NHL, like, this is big. Like, yeah, this is terrible that I can't work. I'm the only, you know, I've been the only one working. Like,
yeah,
and yeah, it's terrible that I can't work. But, like, we're talking about big money too. You know, casinos and like the NCAA tournament with the, you know, so.
I was thinking about that the other day. Betting. I was thinking about betting. I'm like, man, what's the state of Vegas right now?
It's an unfathomable amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an unfathomable amount of money that the NCAA tournament brings in for gambling. Like, so if they're willing to give up all that money, that's just crazy amounts of money.
Right.
So they're willing to give that money up. That's like when I was like, wow, this really is serious. You know? Like, yeah, it sucks real bad that I can't make can't make what I make.
Yeah.
But
when did the shop close? When did you guys end up closing?
I'm trying to think of that date. I think it was March 17th. I think
that was a Tuesday.
I think that's right. Yeah, because that would be because we're closed. Yeah, because we're closed Monday. So
yeah.
So I think it was a question, and then, like, everyone wasn't really sure what to do. You know, they basically, that was whenever they said non-essential businesses, you know, we recommend you close.
Yeah.
And then no one did.
Right.
They were like, all right, I thought everyone would do this without me having to order you, but now I'm ordering you. You can't. Like,
right, yeah.
So, like, for that first day, it was like for one or two more days, you know, some people were like, I'm not working. And some were like, no, you know, I'm still going to work while I can, you know. And I think I went in and did a couple haircuts, like, during that time, and I felt really weird.
Yeah.
And, like, and it just, the next day I said, no, that's it. I'm done. I'm closing it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's really wild. Like, I know I had, March was actually trending to be the most successful month that I've ever had in my video business, and I was, like, real pumped about it. Coming out of the end of February, I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to kick ass this month.
Coming up?
Oh, man, I had, like, 6 shoots. I had 6 shoots lined up for March, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. And it just I was, like, picturing myself looking like fucking Mr. McDuck or whatever, swimming in his dollar bills. And
the gold coin.
Yeah, shit. And then, like, one by one, it just, like, canceled. Every single shoot canceled. But luckily enough, I had some editing stuff to do. So that's good. That's keeping me busy.
Keeping you afloat, yeah.
Yeah.
I luckily I had a couple people agreed to sign up for a yearly subscription. I mean, it was like kind of just like I called them up and I told them, like, these are, because I got people that come every week, people that come every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Dude, explain that.
So I called them.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Explain this.
Well, I kind of just reached out to, the clients that come, like, frequently. Or, I mean, I've been honestly thinking about just reaching out to everyone. But,
yeah,
like, kind of just like, hey, listen, if you want to help in this situation, like, I know, because I mean, Booksy and Square keeps track of everything. You know what I mean? So I know, like, I know what you pay me every single time. You know what I mean? I know what you normally. So I say, hey, look, you normally give me this, times X amount. So if you want to sign up for like a subscription, a couple, and I cut them a couple, a little bit of a break or whatever.
Yeah.
But I had a couple people sign up for a year subscription, which is like extremely generous. Like, I'm not expecting everyone to do that, but if you're listening and you're a client and you want to sign up for like 8 haircut package or whatever, that helps out a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was really, really fortunate to have those people sign up for a year subscription. So,
dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I
mean, that helped out a lot.
I really like how everybody, is adapting and like overcoming this whole situation. It's really strange.
Oh, you got to get crafty, man.
Dude, it's awesome, man. I really enjoy how everyone is coming up with different ways of keeping the momentum going forward. And I read an article on Google the other day, and it was just like, is this the new business? Like this, the way that people are doing business right now isn't going to go away. Like, this is just going to be in addition to what the normal is. Like, if we go back to normal, people are going to still keep doing this because now they realize that, they can work from home, or they can, maybe.
I'm really curious to see, like, why, like a big cubicle office building. How much are you paying for that building, that massive building, every month? Or every year?
Absolutely.
I mean, and if you've just learned that all those people can work from home, why not just hire that many more people that you're paying to run that building?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, why do people have to go sit in a cubicle?
Yeah.
Like, if they can do the job from home, just hire more people and stop paying for that damn building.
Dude,
so I think there's going to be a lot of crazy things. A lot of things are going to change in the future.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, like, as far as like, I think it's easy for us to get frustrated with somebody that necessarily doesn't share our viewpoint, like someone that you don't really know that well, so there's like frustration in that sense. But I think like the close communication, like your family and close friends that or people that you really do like, that you really like, even acquaintances that you really like, I've seen tremendous amounts of love. You know what I mean? Like, just, hey, what do you need? Is there anything we can do? You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I think people, are coming together for the most part, and there's going to be changes, though. I mean, I think this is going to change how people see, at least for a while, like, spreading disease, and like, we've never had anything like this happen, like, ever.
Yeah, like,
so,
not in our lifetime. I mean,
yeah, and it's still happening. So like, people don't know how to react. So that's what I was talking to some friends, and I was just like, yo, when they say that this is over and done with, I don't know that me personally, like, that I'll be able to go back to normal. Like, I don't see myself out there shaking hands with people on a regular basis, or, leaving the house without hand sanitizer and shit. Like, I mean, this was real to me. And I was just like, yo, so I don't really see myself getting fully 100% back to, like, going and sitting at a dirty bar and like rubbing my hands all over the bar and then going and touching my face and doing all kinds of,
whatever are eating.
I just
you know
hope
what
we're
I mean?
doing the right thing. And I think we are. Like, I think staying in is going to help this tremendously. I do, even though it sucks, and I don't agree with all the politics, or I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude, I don't think politics should have anything to do with this. I mean, like, dude, we're all in the same boat. Like, everyone's trying to make sure this doesn't happen for much longer.
Yeah, there's not one group happy about this.
Yeah, there's no group that's like, well, this is what should be happening. Like, no one's fucking saying that. But somehow people are twisting this and turning it political. And it's just like, this isn't the time. It's just like, you know, I personally, I don't agree with, you know, 95% of what Trump says. I'm just like, I'm a left guy with some right ideals, but I'm not sitting here bashing the dude like at all. He's doing what he can to help.
It's like something you just don't want to hear right now.
Right, exactly.
Like, I got to figure out how we're gonna make our bills. I don't have time to listen to that stuff right now. That's all. Like,
exactly, dude. It's all about survival of the fittest.
I do think that you're right about, like, who you're gonna say. Dude, the funniest thing though is people are bumping elbows, but like, when you cough, where do you cough?
Right in your fucking elbow. Dude, you're 100% right.
Like, dude, like, what do you, anytime you sneeze or cough, you don't cover it with your hand. You sneeze into that little pot, in that elbow pocket, that elbow armpit.
Some bitch.
So, like, no, I'm not bumping your elbow, dude. That's where you've been sneezing and shit.
I forget who I was talking to. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but I think I'm just going to, I'm going to take on, like, the whole Japan model. I'm just going to stand back, and I'm going to, like, fucking bow my head at you. And that's going to be my high five. That's going to be my virtual high five.
Honestly, that's my favorite greeting. Somebody did that at the park. We were at the park, like, when this was all starting.
Yeah.
And, like, no one was really happening yet. And we were at the park, and someone was leaving. Like, we saw somebody, an acquaintance, like, through the barbershop. And they were like, oh, how you doing? You know, this and that. We talked for a while. And when they left, they did, like, a bow. You know what I mean? Like, like the praying hands and a little bow. And when he walked away, I said to Kel, I was like, I kind of like that greeting.
Right? We got to do it. We have to adopt it because, yeah, I'm not fucking touching anybody after this.
Yeah, but you say that now, but then after a while, it'll,
get back to normal.
Just kind of. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, this virus has only been going on for like 2 minutes. I know it feels like forever to us because, you know, we're not working, we can't work, it's hard to pay bills, it's hard to this, it's disruptive. So, and then we're not used to being, you know, isolated and, you know, stuck inside or, you know, not doing much. So, like, to us, it feels like it's been going on forever. Like,
right, yeah.
But, like, when's this going to end? But really, it's been, like, 2 seconds. And it's, you know, and a lot of people are dying. So, like, if I can, all I'm saying is, like, if I can do my part and stay, I mean, don't get me wrong, man, I want to work. Like, you know, I want that money. Like, and I have people every day calling me, asking me if I want to do house calls and, you know, can they get a haircut on the side? And it's tempting, you know, but I got a newborn baby at home and, you know, kids at home, and who knows, man, if it was just me and Cal, maybe I'd be slinging haircuts. No, but, I mean, you know, I just don't, just right now, I just don't want to worry about it. So I'm just going to keep my distance and hope that I'm doing the right thing. And, you know, and that's about all I can really say. I mean, I'm itching, man. Like, I want to be back to work, but we don't know, you know, it's unclear right now. So, hopefully it's just like, you know, it all, us staying inside kind of beats that curve and we can, you know, get the supplies that we need. That's another crazy thing, man. Like, it's something that we didn't have any supplies for. Like, nothing existed.
Dude, it's crazy.
You know, I mean, ventilators existed, obviously, but, like, not the numbers that we needed. And vaccines and medicines to combat the disease. Like, none of it even existed. Like, we had to make that shit. So, like, think about that. Like, first of all, if they stuck me and you in the woods, and we're in the middle of the woods, and they said, make a vaccine for her, like, for this disease. I mean, where are all these smart people? Because, like, if they put us in the middle of the woods and told us to make a phone, you know, like, what? Where are all these people that can do this stuff?
Right. Yeah.
And, like, literally, none of this stuff even existed, and all these scientists are just, you know, made it, you know, quick too, like, very quickly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, everything's moving pretty fast, and I do think we'll be, you know, we'll get ahead of this thing. But, like, there was no defense. We didn't have any defense except our immune systems, which weren't used to this virus. You know, we've never seen it before, so our bodies are like, we don't know what this is.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. I mean, like, people are, you know, doing the best they can, and you know, that's kind of all we can hope for, is that everybody just keeps on doing what they got to do. Like, it's wild to think. I mean, like, I just saw a picture today of all these American Airlines planes parked at the Pittsburgh airport. And it's so crazy to think, like, one of the comments on the photo was, isn't it wild to think that there's so many planes in the sky at any given time that they're actually having a hard time finding a place to park them.
Parking them. Yeah.
Like that made me think. I was
weird,
just like,
man.
what the hell? Like, that's intense.
How many planes are actually flying back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty nutty thing. But, yeah, dude.
I'm drinking a little bit more beer than usual.
Oh, I'm definitely. Yeah. Every night, you know, we're having like one or two drinks with somebody on FaceTime. Like, I'll call my mom and just check in on them, see what's up, and then we'll call, you know, one of our friends or something, or sit and just like chat.
Friday. You ain't got shit to do.
Yeah.
You ain't got no job.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Have you guys been like doing any kind of like takeout or anything? Have you been like leaning on the local business delivery takeout or anything like that?
We bought, like, whenever they were actually going to shut it down, we bought a lot of stuff, and we froze a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
a lot of pasta, a lot of spaghetti.
Yep.
Spaghetti's good. Honestly, dude, I can eat spaghetti every day, so I don't, you know, so, you know, we, a lot of, like, rice, you know, I'll make, like, fried rice and, like,
oh, dang, that sounds good.
Kind of thing. Yeah, dude, it's the simplest, cheapest food ever. It's rice, egg, peas and carrots, and
little soy sauce,
chicken, and soy sauce. And, like, you just do I would cook the rice first and, like, keep it in the fridge all day, because it's better if it's, like, cold and clumpy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but, so, and you just, if you have a wok, you can use a wok, but just use a, you know, frying pan. But just do your egg, throw in your carrots, do your chicken, and then throw the rice in, stir it up with some soy sauce. It's, like, the most amazing, cheapest meal ever.
Nice. We got the tipping cooks from Evan.
Yeah, a lot of spaghetti. And the sauce you can make, you know, you can do meatball sauce.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds. I mean,
definitely.
We did, we ordered a pizza from Gino's, Ginelli's.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was good. And then, you know, we started thinking about, like, you know, the lack of income on my part coming in. And then, you know, we just started thinking, like, hey, you know, maybe we should just, you know, go to the store, get a bunch of groceries, and really just kind of try and freeze some stuff and be responsible about this. Because, I mean, like, dude,
yeah,
I would love nothing more.
Dude, it's making you more creative, like, in every aspect, really.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, screw it. Like, you know, you come home and you're tired from working all day, and, like, so you eat, you know, you get something quick, you know, we've been eating better for the most part too. Like, because you have the time to kind of plan. And
yeah,
I love cooking, and Kel was honestly doing most of the cooking whenever I was working, because like I was getting home late, and like, so she'd have dinner ready. And like, since I've been home, I've been kind of cooking more, which is cool for me, because like I love to cook, but we're getting, like you said, like, yeah, you could just order pizza, but that $20 can go a long way at a grocery store, like,
yeah,
if you really think about, like if you think about and plan out what you want, and you could eat all week, honestly, on that $20.
Yeah,
so
for
like,
sure.
It's making everybody more creative. I think, at least on our end, it is,
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, I would love nothing more than to just like, have a constant rotation of like Sundog and Gianelli's and Oliver's and
yeah, but
Rialto,
dude, like, and that's the other
Invisible
crazy
Man, all
thing,
that shit.
dude. I think about how much money I was spending just on like day to day.
Oh yeah,
like,
jeez,
like
it makes you think,
dude. It makes me sick.
Yeah, dude, it's wild, man.
Damn, dude, how much money I was spending on going. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
all right, dude. Well,
I don't know. I appreciate it, man.
I just wanted to check in with you, and
I gotta actually go to school right now. I'm doing homeschool.
Doing the homeschool with kids. There you go, Mr. Pierce Dinsmore.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's my alter ego.
There you go. All right, man. Well, thanks for jumping on the podcast. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh man, I'm glad we could do it.
All right. Well, I will
make
talk
sure
to you soon.
That picture you used to me better be a good one.
It's a good one. I told you. You got that sexy coif, your sexy hairdo, and your trimmed up beard. I think the ladies will like it. Even the guys will like it.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you.
All right, bro.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. All right, there he goes, Evan Dinsmore. It was really cool. I kind of am digging this whole like format thing that we got going on here. It's a little different than what we're normally doing, and everything is a whole lot more produced. We got music, fading in, fading out. I got the ads in the beginning of the show and everything going on at the end of the show. But I'm running this board the best I can in the moment live. And hopefully, these stories and everything that, we're talking to, these people, hopefully, their stories are going to, kind of put you at ease and make you realize that, everybody's going through something. So it's, we all just got to keep doing our thing and do the best we can to, continue being healthy. So, all right. If you notice somewhere halfway through the show, I don't know, my good camera died, so I had to hurry up and switch over to this camera. Major difference. But these are the trials and tribulations that we're going to have to go through. So we will do this again. Hopefully we can get some more people on the show that want to talk about, kind of what they're going through. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the show.